In a quiet corner of 19th century France, in the small town of Richelieu, a child was born into poverty, yet destined for a mission shaped by providence. Jean-Jules Chevalier entered the world on March 15, 1824. His father Charles was a humble baker. His mother Louise shared the weight of long days and simple survival. Faith was distant in their home. Life was about work, bread, and getting through each day. When Jules arrived, his father saw not a blessing, but another burden. One day, overwhelmed by hardship and her husband's anger, Louise Ori fled the house with her baby in her arms. She ran to the parish church, her only refuge. There, before the statue of the Virgin Mary, she placed little Jules on the cold stone steps and whispered through tears, "Take him, my good mother. Do with him what you will." Then she walked away. Moments later, calmer, she returned. And there he was, smiling up at the statue of Mary as if already held in her maternal gaze. This simple moment would shape his entire life. As soon as he could walk, Jules returned to the same spot. After school, he slipped quietly into the church, knelt before Our Lady, and prayed with a devotion far beyond his years. He poured out his childish heart to the mother who had claimed him. Jules was bright, attentive, and gentle. He loved catechism, listened with extraordinary care, and lived what he learned. One Friday, he quietly hid the meat his mother had packed for him, burying it in the ashes so he could not break the church's abstinence. When Jules became an altar server, his joy was complete. He loved the ceremonies, the candles, the prayers. Serving Mass awakened a dream deep within him. I too will be a priest, he thought. One day I will celebrate Holy Mass. The parish priest saw his vocation, but poverty stood in the way. Unable to afford studies, Jules was placed as an apprentice to a local bootmaker. The work was humble and demanding. Yet every morning, before entering the workshop, he hurried to the church to serve Mass. Nothing, not fatigue, not poverty, could dim the flame of his calling. Then, when Jules was 16, Providence intervened. A stranger arrived in town, seeking a trustworthy man to care for a property in Berry. Jules's father accepted the job, and the family moved, unaware that this change would open the door to Jules's future. In Berry, Jules met Father Danaud, a holy priest who immediately recognized the depth of the young man's vocation. With Father Danaud's help, Jules was admitted to the minor seminary of Saint Gaultier. In October 1842, at 18 years old, older than most beginners, poorer than all, he walked through the gates of the seminary. He carried no wealth, only a burning desire to serve God and a heart entrusted to Mary.
Nous avons une pensée spéciale pour le Père Chevalier qui a été ordonné prêtre le 14 juin 1851 dans la cathédrale de Bourges. Et c'est ici, au Grand Séminaire, qu'il a découvert la dévotion au Sacré-Cœur.